Greetings, citizens. Hello again, and thank you for joining me here at Smash and Crash for another quick look. Today's look is at the Anvil Gladiator. This beefy little monster is quickly rising its way up my favorite ship list.
Systems online.
Right off the bat, you can see that the HUD is defaulted to be perfect for combat. It's got your shields, your power information, your weapons on the left side there, and then top right you've got the target box for your enemies. This cockpit looks to be a bit of a tight fit, especially considering the way that you have to get in and out of this thing, but it does have an excellent view around it. This little window in the front gets on my nerves just a little bit, but it hasn't really stopped my visibility too much. The Gladiator reminds me a bit of a bulky Mustang with a turret on top and a whole lot of missiles. This thing is very, very well armed. That turret is actually my favorite part, but we'll get into that later. So for right now, let's just enjoy some of the outside views of this beautiful and aggressive ship. There's that turret I've been prattling on about. We're still going to get to that in a few minutes here, but it's actually really neat because it can be manned or unmanned. Let's bring her in for a landing here because that is the best way to demonstrate some of the unique features of this particular ship.
Warning, systems overheating.
That's actually one of the more neat and unique ways to get in and out of a ship too that I've seen so far. It's odd that it lands a little bit like a tail dragger. It only has the front landing gear and then it kind of sits there at an angle, but you're about to see why. Down comes the seat behind the pilot, and up you go into the turret. This little beauty is rocking 2 Badger repeaters, and you don't see that in most turrets. That, and you can actually fire while your ship is landed, so somebody can keep an eye on it while you're off doing something else, maybe on EVA, or if you're just defending other parked ships. While watching this nifty exit animation one more time, let's go ahead and fire up the Mark IV laser cannon test run. These things can go for about 1 minute and 5 seconds, rapid fire, continuous fire without overheating on you, which is really, really good in battle, especially if your aim is not quite there yet. It certainly doesn't hurt that in addition to the Mark IV laser cannons, you've got the Badger repeaters that are mounted on your turret that you can also control even if there's nobody in there, which is just fantastic. I love that feature. I wish my Cutlass had that. At just about 1 minute in, you're going to start to see these things overheat, and that's a pretty good fire time for any of these energy weapons.
Warning, systems overheating.
This is a sturdy, short-range escort fighter type of ship, and it is fantastic for what it does. However, its speeds aren't exactly the greatest. Top speed of 175 in space combat mode. The boost speed of up to 265 is not awful, but it's still not, not beating some of the other fighters. But the cruise at 510, that's respectable. Now it's time to blow some stuff up, because, well, it's a fighter. Let's do that.
Lock. Target destroyed.
The sweet sound of the Mark IV laser cannons working in conjunction with those wonderful Badger repeaters.
Lock. Active proximity alert. Target destroyed.
Having 4 Tempests and 4 torpedoes certainly helped this process. It is a, like I said, a very heavily armored ship, especially for the size. 8 total missiles really help turn things in your favor. This is how you handle a ship after you've lost all your weapons, all your ammo, and you just really can't do anything else besides this or ram it. And this way, you get out a little bit safer. Ah, who am I kidding? That was all for fun. Well, that about does it for this quick look at the Anvil Gladiator. Thank you very much for joining me here at Smash and Crash. And, well, let's annihilate this thing, huh? Ain't that pretty? Well, if you liked what you saw, please feel free to subscribe, share, link, however you want to get this out here. I appreciate all of that. If you didn't like what you saw, send me an email, post a comment. I'd love to hear what you all want to see. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the verse. Ah, dang it.